Uzur Rahman bowled 3 overs, a little expensive, but for 26. Ball is for push for second single. Good fielding on the boundary as well to prevent the 4, but great running again between the wickets.
Yeah, brilliant running by these two, and good fielding as well from Iqbal. You know, the older guys in the team. Slow delivery from the Fizz. Well played by Hope. Good fielding. It's always good as a bowler. You can see your fielders training themselves on the line, putting their body on the line, trying to cut off runs. So it's wonderful to see.
Nepal, terrific piece of one-handed fielding. That's 4. He's going to run up the hill, and easy as you like, just turned it round the corner for a boundary. Take Hope to 74.
Straight from Fizz. Shea Hope saying thank you very much. It's well played as well, off the hip. Nearly 290 to 300 runs.
Partnership now on past the half century. And a change of angle for the bowler coming around the wicket. Again, that's good running as well. Just drop the hands softly on the ball, work it into the leg side and call your partner through. Centino, these two know each other so well. Great understanding between this pair.
And actually need the wicket as well. Next in is our 3 Bajans in the stretch. Carter, Dorridge and Holder.
Holder came in at number 4 the other day against Ireland. Didn't get much of a bat because they're obviously towards the end of the innings. Might push himself up the order, but it's what we have. Didn't really know where that ball had gone to. Chase certainly did. Called him through. End of 30. 146 for 2.
প্রাণ লাসসি স্বাদ এমন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 2টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাসসি খুব খাচ্ছি আরাম পাচ্ছি। গাজিটা নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। এটাই বেস্ট প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট।
Been good. 1 for 26 off his 7. Oh, man.
He's bowled well for his team here today. Good figures. Slowed the run rate down, but West Indies in a very dominant position here.
In a good position, the West Indies, but I suppose if you're on a Bangladesh side, you'll say they haven't got away from us. 20 overs to go. Current run rate will get a 242. You would think they'll want a lot more than that. A run of ball, 265. I think they'll be looking somewhere around that 8 and over. 304 kind of target.
Well, they normally talk about the doubling of a score after 30 overs. With 8 wickets in the hutch, it would be something that you might expect. So many runs here can be garnered to a small ground, 55 metres at the Hades and the polar end.
They haven't tried to get after him as of yet. Mahadi Miraz. It's been excellent. 1 for 28. Not a great deal of turn, but wonderful accuracy. Just there. Time and time again, probing away. A la Kyle McCallum of Ireland many, many years ago. He was in the box on Sunday. Wonderful.
Love to hear you saying that. Never shy about telling you how good he is, old Kylie. The Queen.
Frees his arms. Out to Tamim Iqbal in the deep. And the boundaries aren't flowing for West Indies. 2 wickets down, you'll be thinking, come on, let's put the foot down here, really push this score past that 300. But Bangladesh keeping them in check slightly at the moment.
I think often in these ODIs there can be an anxiety to go that little bit quick. I think they can keep it at 6s for the next 6-7 overs and then have an explosion. End of the 31st, 151 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা।
এটাই বেস্ট, প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট, বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক, গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা, বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
So far, that's been his issue all day. Leg side, 37 or 4.1. He's been too straight. Alan Lewis straying onto the pads.
Yeah, and he's come around the wicket now as well. In an effort maybe to rectify that. But Holt getting inside it, just tucking it away on the leg side. Struggled for that little bit of consistency, as his figures suggest at this point.
Line of length is your bread and butter here in Ireland. Hit the top of the off stump time and time again. The Bangladesh bowling coach, the great Courtney Walsh, himself and Curtly Ambrose just epitomised line and length. Hit the top of the off stump time and time again.
Courtney was a bit of a machine, really. Oh, massive amounts of overs in international cricket. Of course, a huge long career at Gloucester. Inspirational figure. Lovely man.
Gentle giant Walshy. Cuddy, as he's known back in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. Cuddy Walsh. Full of length. Driven straight to the man. Royston Chase. 27 off 35. He's got going nicely. Hope. 80 off 100. These two just trying to extend their partnership. Get West Indies into a position of power.
Royston Chase, yeah, 27 off 35. He's just eased into his innings. You wonder sometimes with players like that, where has he got those 27? But that's a very good shot and a poor piece of fielding there at mid-off. Won't go the whole way.
Again, it's been the type of pressure West Indies have put on Bangladesh throughout this innings.
Mehdi Miraz, misfielding, cutting it off. Did the hard work, made the ground and went with his left hand. Misfield enabled West Indies to come back for it. 2 in the partnership building, 64 off 86. Cause for concern, you would think, for Bangladesh. They've had a quiet start to their tour. Disappointing outcome in the Hills against the Ireland Wolves. Credit to the Ireland Wolves, but today they've been a little bit off the pace. Bangladesh, credit to West Indies. They've been excellent so far.
Sometimes, yes, you need volumes of games to get you back in the groove. But they would have been disappointed, and certainly from an Irish perspective, to see that A team beating them, it's going to ask Graham Ford perhaps and the selectors a couple of questions about the game for Thursday. Robbie?
Tough leg side. They want two. They should get two fairly comfortably. Rahman, a disappointing over again. 32 overs gone, 157 for two.
इफाद प्रीमियम ड्रिंकिंग वाटर शुरू होगा विशुद्धताएं
57 for two, the West Indies. Mehdi Miraz to continue. Good line of leg, excellent bowling, good work in the field, better support from the captain.
They're going to need it now, Bangladesh. Easing through this passage of play. Doing very, very well. Led, of course, by Shea Hope, 82. Again, that's a very good run. That area, mid-off, mid-on, you've got to be so alive there, on your heels in any shape or form. It's often how easy you can get one there.
Well, I'm surprised Chase hasn't tried to go downtown. Mid-off is in the ring. He's in the ring for Hope as well. It's not a big hit mid-off. All you've got to do is lift it over that man. You've got an easy boundary. Two players set.
That's good fielding off his own bowling by Mahidi. Not alone parrying the ball, but parrying it forward, which is always the key thing. Very good fielding there.
Very rare in this day and age when you watch a lot of T20 cricket, a lot of big hits, a lot of sixes. And you see an old-fashioned approach to off-spin, just tucking it down the ground, looking for ones. They haven't played a shot in anger in a number of overs against an orthodox off-spinner with mid-off in the ring. No turn. Accurate bowling, yes. No spin. Not one shot attempted over mid-off in the last couple of overs. So Bangladesh getting a foothold back in this game.
And that brings us to the end of the 33rd. West Indies 159 for two.
যত মজা তত তাই দারুণ ক্রাঞ্চি দারুণ মচমচে ইফাদ ওয়েভি চিপস বারবিকিউ ওয়াসাবি এবং সল্ট এন্ড ভিনেগার ফ্লেভারে আওয়াজ যত মজা তত
A loopy bounce over the batsman's head through to Mushfiq Rahim. You raised an interesting point about the Ireland Wolves and Graham Ford, Louis, a wonderful performance to turn over Bangladesh. I mean, you think Ireland had such a poor performance against West Indies. What are they thinking going into that ODI against Bangladesh, knowing that the A side have turned them over?
Well, you see James McCollum with 100 in that match. Well, the second innings of the Test match, obviously different circumstances, but good technique, good player. He'll be certainly pressing for selection, I would imagine.
McCollum in the squad against England, not selected in the first ODI against West Indies. A difficult start to his ODI career, James McCollum. First ball to Rashid Khan. That can happen. It happens to many.
Another one who seemed to do well at the tail end. Tyrone Kane bowled very efficiently up front. Nick-offs. Very good economy rate. Did well with the bat at the end, so he's probably going to be pressing perhaps.
Spliced away. All the way. Good bouncer. Hope on the pull. Didn't look like he had all of it, but it carried to the short boundary for a maximum.
You can certainly see that in his body language. That was on him a bit quicker than he thought. Virtually, he just got under it. He did get a decent bit of bat on it, and it has gone backward a square very quickly for 6. So maybe it's where the injection will come.
Well, it's 50 up, but for the bowler, not the batsman. He's gone for 50. He's in his 6th over. It's been a day to forget for the Fizz so far. Shai Hope into the 90s.
Certainly get that sense. Fizz is a bit off colour today. Just take his straps. It's early on. It's so important, as you say, that top of off stump put batsmen under pressure. Really, it's the spinners here today. Now they've done a great job for the team in pulling Bangladesh back into this match.
Yeah, spinners have done a good job. There's not much in the surface for the faster bowlers. West Indies probably have some quicker bowlers than Bangladesh. Interesting to see how they go about their business second time around. Short, good ball. Into the gloves of Hope. Unsettle the batsman, and all of a sudden the Fizz is firing up and banging the ball in short of a length.
He's got the breeze at his back here. That's a good delivery. Hope played it very well in the end. Rode the bounce, soft hands. Linchpin. Here's Shai Hope. 90 now. On the verge of another milestone. 170 of course on Sunday.
Left behind us said, that's nice, that's nice. The big quick, he enjoyed that. Beautiful ball. Absolute Jaffa. Angled in, left arm round the wicket, nipped away. Beats the bat. 34 overs gone, 167-2.
প্রাণ লাসসি স্বাদ এমন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন দুধের সবগুণা গুণিয়ে তিনটি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাসসি খুব খাচ্ছি আরাম পাচ্ছি গাজিটা নিরাপদ উৎপর্জন
Hope wrapped on the knuckles, the finger there, the index finger, the physio's on, running repairs. Never nice when you get squeezed, short ball squeezing the finger onto the handle of the bat can be very, very uncomfortable. Great short ball, Louis.
Yeah, great short ball that. Danger area, and that right hand in particular, as you say, squeezing that joint onto the bat handle. He probably just got it away in the nick of time, but so easy to break a finger. You're out for a protected period. I'm always amazed actually that more players don't have joint injuries, or as many joint injuries as possibly should be at balls like that or in the field. Your brother of the weekend dislocated a finger in the warm-up. It just happens. I'm amazed it doesn't happen more.
Especially in cooler conditions. Raz into his last over. He's been superb today. 1 for 34 so far.
Done a great job for his team. Yes.
Well, that was a Jaffa. We haven't seen enough of that today from the Fizz.
Again, probably induced by the ball before. Not a characteristic shot from Hope really, but
again, just happy to knock it around. Probably thinking we'll see Mehdi Miraz off. It's been excellent today. All the time here. You think 15 overs. Can you go at 8s, 9s for those 15? West Indies get to the promised land of 300. Chipped. They want 2. They shouldn't get 2. Good work, Shakib Al Hassan. Good experience. Took a direct route to the ball, got a ball in hand and into the keeper very quickly.
interesting that you say that. A lot of the time in the deep you see a player running around the circle, as you say, got direct to the ball, got it back in quickly, used all that experience. Shakib. Hope is in so much control.
Yeah, he looks in the form of his life. Top cricketer. Excellent technique. Front foot, back foot. Goes down the ground really well, whether it be on the ground or in the air. So good ally in chase here. Good partnership building. Just wondering who's going to be the first person to stick the foot down here. Press the go button. Try and catapult this innings out of Bangladesh's reach. A wonderful spell. 10 overs. Mehdi Miraz 1 for 38. West Indies 172 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগা করা মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসতো কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
কাজী প্রথম কাজী
এটাই বেস্ট। প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট, বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট।
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথমে গাজী দেশে, বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজীপুর।
উজ্জ্বল ফোন দিয়েছেন আমি দরকারে কোন জায়গা থেকে
Wonderful figures. Mehdi Hassan 1 for 38. His job is done with the ball. He'll be required later with the bat. We've got a change of bowling from the Isfahani end. It's the captain, the MP, Mashrafi Mortaza.
The general returns. Been around this Bangladesh team a long time. Vast experience. Great track record. Started well here today. 25, but you just wonder at what point will the West Indies start pressing on the accelerator button here, no?
Regular.
Risky to do it against Mortaza. He may not have the pace he once had. All the guile, the experience, the nous. Once in the IPL, of course, Calcutta Knight Riders. Mashrafi Mortaza, many moons ago now, shot to prominence early in his career. A wonderful campaigner for Bangladesh cricket, captain of the Rangpur Riders in the Bangladesh Premier League.
সারাদিন শোন ভোরবেলায় নিয়ে এসে মালিকের ফ্রিজ খুলেও না বুঝিস না এই টাইমে দিয়ে গেলে
Slashed through the offside. Hit it too well. Work in the deep, just a single. Good work in the field by Sumya Sarkar out in the deep.
Very good work indeed. Of course, you had a lot of time down the Bangladesh Premier League. Lots of stories, I'm sure.
I loved it. I played in it twice and was lucky to go commentating this year. Dhaka and Chattogram, as it's known now, not Chittagram, it's called Chattogram.
Any reason for that?
I'll have to come back to you on that one, Louis, but very well received. Some wonderful people over there. We're thinking of the great Akhtar Ali Khan. Got to share a commentating studio with him.
Well, of course, my experience in Bangladesh was in qualifiers many years ago. Malaysia, when they came through. Dutch much aggrieved against them. Rain coming, they were losing a match. Terrible weather down in Malaysia. They happened to bowl 13 balls in 27 minutes. Message went out. A lot of aggravation, but they got through. Beat Kenya, of course, in that final, and that began the period of time when Bangladesh elevated themselves to, of course, where Ireland are now with Test status. And you alluded to it earlier, big campaign of cricket ahead for Ireland. It's something that you wouldn't have enjoyed through periods of your career, of course, when you were playing county cricket. And it was the pity for that team. Fantastic team assembled under Adi Burrell, and then obviously followed on by Phil Simmons, and gave us all the joy. 6 of the best days of my life, Nob, in downtown Bangalore, England and India.
Yeah, certainly good times for Irish cricket. Wonderful times for Mr. Hope from the West Indies. 36 overs gone, 176 for 2.
গাজি স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী, তেমনি রান্নার লোডও নিতে পারে প্রচুর। গাজি স্টোভ কিচেনের পারফেক্ট পার্টনার।
তোরা দেখ দেখ দেখতে চাহিয়া কৃষক খেতে পানি দেয় গাজি পাম দিয়া কৃষক দেখ।
গাজি পানি পাম্প, দামে সস্তা,
কৃষকের আস্থা।
West Indies 176 for 2. Jason Holder won the toss. Absolutely no hesitation. We'll have a bat. Our batsmen are in form. We'll get cracking again. Current run rate will get them 244. 8 and over will get them 288. 10s will get them 316.
Well, I had predicted before the game that might be the case. Again, they started so well, Ambrose and Hope. And Ambrose trying to loft it away, build a bit of pressure. Brilliant catch by Momadala. An extra cover. Of course, this is one Dwayne Bravo. Not impressed with being given out. As you say, Knock took him about 5 minutes to leave the ground. But wicket keeper And Shakib absolutely convinced they had their man. And away he went for one. And there they are, the bowling figures. And of course, Mahidi Miraz, the pick of the bowlers. 10 overs there, 3 for 80. And Shakib, who has 2 remaining, they've been the ones that dragged it back. And the Fizz had a tough day at the office. At an economy rate of over 8s. But it's at an interesting phase here now. I'd be very interested to hear your views on where West Indies might get to.
Well, interesting for Bangladesh captain Murtaza, who's his 6th bowler. He's only used 5 so far. West Indies in a great position, 176 for 2. You would think Murtaza's going to need a 6th bowler. Not a good time to be coming on the ball when there's 2 wickets down. West Indies in a great position, a good partnership. 86 of 112 between Hope and Chase, so power to add, you would think.
You would think so. We haven't seen much of it as yet, and it'll be interesting. Shai Hope 6 away from another 100 at the top of the order for the West Indies. And you just wonder, with milestones about, do they creep into the mind? 3 figures as always. People remember hundreds, Nobby.
Well, I played cricket with a really good man from the Caribbean, Ramlaresh Sarwan, now working with West Indies cricket. He said to me, Niall, it shouldn't take you more than 10 balls to get from 90 to 100, aka get on with it.
There's been many times I've been at the non-strikers end saying that to someone. Get on with it.
No point wasting deliveries. We've had a change of bowling. Mahidi Miraz, wonderful spell. He's done. Saifuddin, right arm, fast medium, bowling from the polar end. Work leg side. It'll just be a single. He's got pace. He can crank it up a notch. Cold day here. They've looked a little bit off the pace, Bangladesh, today. Cold conditions, a lot of hands in pockets, hands in the jerseys, hands behind their back. They haven't quite been on the ball. West Indies, on the other hand, have been right on the money so far.
I wonder if the hand warmers in there. There was no doubt the West Indies did here on Sunday. Got to keep those hands warm.
Well called. Through for a leg bye. Less impressive football skills by Saifuddin. Chilly day here in Dublin and Clontarf. A lovely part of Ireland, a lovely part of Dublin. Dublin 3.
See it there. Crowds. Beanies on, hats on, hoods up. And it's a feature of cricket in May. In Dublin, you can be lucky or unlucky. 2 weeks ago, we were in shirt sleeve, blazing sunshine.
Shorts and t-shirt for me yesterday as I braved the ferry back from the UK back to Dublin. Shorts and t-shirt and a little pair of flip-flops. Heart and soul from Sandymount. Cameraman doing a wonderful job as always, bringing you great pictures here from Clontarf.
Not a place to be.
Short of a length. Dot ball, every dot absolutely priceless at this stage. Dots are gold, as the ex-Ireland coach Adi Birrell used to say. Dots are gold in the field. Save everything, dive on everything. Shai Hope just looking a little bit tentative as he approaches what will be a 4th century in 8 games if he gets there.
It's not just dots, it's clusters of dots. Build that pressure, make things happen. It's good bowling. It's exactly what needs to be done. Just contain the West Indies, build them into a position where someone takes a risk. Batsman in 95, he's thinking of 3 figures. It's a good time sometimes to be bowling in these situations. Someone near a milestone.
Well bowled. Might have been a cross-seam delivery, just bounced a little bit more than Hope expected, and all of a sudden 1 ball remained the over, just 2 off it. 1 off the bat and 1 off a leg by. So good over here for Bangladesh. As you approach the 40 over mark, you need to try and take some momentum into that final power play and then into the innings break before you regroup as a side and get on with the chase.
Recovered well from his early over. Safadini's done a good job for his team. And that ends a very good over for Bangladesh. End of the 37th, 178 for 2.
ভালোবাসার সুন্দর গল্পগুলো তো সুন্দর কিছু থেকেই শুরু হয়। নান্দনিক ডিজাইন, পুরো স্টেনলেস স্টিল দিয়ে তৈরি গাজি সিং কিচেনটা সুন্দর করে সংসারটাও। ইফাদ প্রিমিয়াম ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার, শুরু হোক বিশুদ্ধতায়।
Tail of the West Indies scorecard. Clontarf Castle in the background. Mortaza to continue. Sliced away. Comfortable single down to third man to Shakib Al Hassan. Boundaries not flowing as you would want at this stage when you've got two set batsmen. You want to be finding the boundary. It's a difficult ground to defend Clontarf when you've got set batsmen. So Mortaza. Saifuddin was excellent last over, just trying to keep this score in check, trying to get a new man at the crease.
They've done a good job. Taza, Saifuddin done a good job for their team, because the West Indies have largely played at the same pace throughout.
And that's what's slightly surprised me. Hope has gone about his business. He's played beautifully, don't get me wrong. 95 not out off 121, Chase 38 off 49. Hasn't been that ignition or that moment where you can just see the change in tempo when we say we've got to get after this bowler, take this guy down. It's been very one pace at the moment.
That's something you were conscious about when you were playing these games at this types of stages? I go back to the World Cups 2015. We were in two great positions against India and Pakistan. Ireland, I remember. 2 down for this type of situation, and again obviously you've got to go up periods in the middle of the innings, and then there's that wee bit of capitulation, but you do have to make an effort to do it, don't you?
Well, I think you've got to be careful and mindful. You don't go too soon and expose. West Indies should back their lower order. Plenty of experience there. Just as we mentioned, Chase on the charge, smashes it through cover for a boundary, and maybe that's the tempo, the change of plan that we were speaking about.
Absolutely. Took himself leg side, advanced down the wicket, smashed it through extra cover for 4. This could be the beginning.
Wonderful stroke. He committed to the shot, that's what I liked. He decided to go for it, gave it absolutely everything, left nothing in the tank. Puts the bowler on the back foot. Mortaza goes full. Chipped into mid-wicket. Good work in the ring by Mamadullah. Look at this. Down the track. He's a tall man. Takes a couple of steps down and a wonderful flurry with the bat. Great extension of the arms. Pulls a leg side. They want 2, they should get 2. Tamim Iqbal in the deep, mops it up. 2 to Chase, 38 overs gone, 186 for 2.
প্রাণ লাস্সি, স্বাদই এমন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণা গুণিয়ে 2টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাস্সি। প্রাণ লাস্সি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি। গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। এটাই বেস্ট, প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট, বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট।
West Indies 186 for 2, ticking along at 4.89. That's the Manhattans. power to add. 8 wickets in hand, 12 overs remaining. Well, they're the hardy souls doing all the hard work here in Clontarf. Our wonderful cameraman. Stay down. Surely slightly high, maybe leg side. Kept low, which isn't a great sign. Yes, Alim Dar, standing in his 200 ODI, says too high.
Very quick to make that decision, Alim Dar, and yes, was high. Again, really a half-hearted appeal, really, from Safadine. But it did keep a little bit low there.
Well, same pitch as Sunday, so third innings on it. You just wonder, third innings, and when Bangladesh, their turn comes to bat, fourth innings, will it start playing tricks? Hope. Pressing forward, fairly simple decision for Alim Dar, a man of his experience, wonderful umpire. Very friendly man, always seems to have a smile on his face pre-match.
Super umpire Alim Dar. Never really much controversy when he's about. Gets virtually everything right. Ball eased away onto the leg side by Hope. As he moves a step closer to 3 figures.
Well, if he gets there, it will be a 4th century at 8 ODI innings, which is an unbelievable achievement. Wrapped up nice and warm. Gloves on. Thank you very much, sir, for your hard work today. We appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying it back home and in the West Indies and Bangladesh. Goes full on the drive chase. That's a wonderful stroke. Stunning boundary. Full toss, yes. Precise timing. Wonderful placement.
The most important part there, you talk about Nobby placement. Didn't overhit, didn't get excited. Full toss, just opened the face of the bat through extra cover for 4. Beautiful shot by Chase. He's played nicely here today too, Royston Chase. And he'll have a job to do with the ball as well, as we know. A very cool customer, Royston Chase.
Well, that boundary brought up the 100 partnership. It's now worth 102 of 129. It's been superb from the West Indies. Batting juggernaut continues. Chase sitting on 49. Hope 97. It's a partnership. You just hope, for West Indies' point of view, they can carry it on to get them to that 280, 300 mark.
Excuse the pump. And there you go, what a way to bring up 100. Shea Hope, as you say, Niall, 4th ODI 100 in 8 innings. And his teammates, they're all on their feet. Fantastic innings that. So pleasant on the eye. And everyone in great appreciation. Brilliant knock from Shea Hope. Again, another cool customer. And end of the over, 196 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম
গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা
এটাই বেস্ট প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Hope following up Sunday's ton. 101 not out. We've got a change of bowling from the Ishbahani end. Shakib Al Hassan. He's got 2 overs remaining. Turning the ball away from the right-hander. Be interested to see how the West Indies go about this. You would think they might try and take him on. Short boundary straight. Straight away. Right on the money there. Line of length, sliding into leg stump.
That's real good bowling, holding that one back a wee bit. There's always a bag of tricks when Shakib comes to down.
Change of pace, sliding that one in, back of a length, looking for the LB, looking for the bold. Chase, sitting on 49, chewing a few dot balls here. Well, this is fantastic. This is exactly what Mortaza would have wanted from his senior statesman. 4 dots, pressure on Chase. Sitting on something remarkable. Potential maiden in the 40th over. Chase on 49. Well, took leg side. The milestones continue to fall. Chase, 50 off 60 balls. More applause. First ODI 50.
এটাই বেস্ট প্রাণ ঝালমুড়ি এমনই টেস্ট বাকি সব কিছু থেকে এটাই বেস্ট
ইফাদ প্রিমিয়াম ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার শুরু হোক বিশুদ্ধতায়
Roston Chase makes his 50, and the sign from Alim Dar, the polar end for the last power play. So we're into the last 10 overs. West Indies 2 down, 197 for 2. And a change of bowling now from the polar end. The captain Mortaza switching ends, coming down the hill, and he's greeted with a square cut. There is a fielder down there. Prevents the boundary. Chase slips at the far end. It's back to his feet gingerly. He's okay though. So what kind of score are we looking at here, Tino? What would you think? That's the projected score, about 250 odd if they get 6 runs and over. They might think about a bit more than that.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get at least 270, 275. Shea Hope celebrates his second 100 of this Tri-Nation series. Interesting situation for the West Indies selectors. We'll get back to that after this delivery from Mortaza.
It's looped into the leg side, tries to catch it, but the 2 fielders down there are pretty deep. So 2 to the total, and that takes us to 200. 200 for 2. Hope on 103 not out, Chase on to 51.
And just get back to that, the opening pair of the West Indies. We had Evan Lewis, who played 3 IPL games. He had scores of 32, 15 and 1. Going into a World Cup, you have Shea Hope, who's coming off for 200s. Who should be the man to partner Gill?
That's cracked away, won't stop that. Fielder was actually putting his hands in his pockets actually as that ball fizzed past him in the covers. Lovely shot.
Stand and deliver, and that's the man that is in brilliant form, Shea Hope. So who you think they should open the batting with, Gale and Hope or me?
You're asking me.
I think the West Indies selectors have a good...
Well, okay, I've been first hand watching Hope, and I mean, I'd pick Hope. I mean, the way he's playing at the moment, absolutely, and he's playing against a team that's actually qualified for the World Cup, and one of your teams that you think might have a good chance of making the semi-finals has cracked over the bowler's head, but there's a man down there. And, long off.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that the last time Evan Lewis played in England, he got a big 170 odd against England as well. So there's good problems for them to have. And then you have a situation of Roston Chase, who I'm not sure if he's a reserve or not, but a lot of people felt like he should have been in that World Cup 15 because he's such an elegant player. And he could have batted in that middle order as well because Marlon Samuels wasn't fit I said on social media I was very surprised that Marlon Samuels wasn't in the World Cup squad, but he hasn't played cricket for quite a while, recovering from a knee injury, and I felt Roston Chase was the perfect fit in that West Indies middle order.
Advance down the wicket, that should be out. There's a man underneath that, and he takes the steepling catch, and that's the end of Chase. Captain gets his wicket. He was shaking the heads, and celebration for the Tigers as West Indies lose their third wicket in the 41st over.
A ball by Matasa, saw him coming as well. Just dropped it in short. So good bowling from the captain. Good catch as well. From Fizz, Roston Chase, he goes for a well played 51 from...
কি প্রবলেম? বল, এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? আর এই যে প্রিন্সেস পিঙ্কি, এই যে দেখো পাইরেট জার্মানি। সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি এবার এগি ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যখন এত মজা, মজা তখন একাই। এগির জন্য কল্পনার রাজ্য।
New batsman at the crease, won't be facing Jonathan Carter because the batsman did cross. Carter 30th ODI, great average. He's a phenomenal fielder. Watched him here against Ireland the other day. He's tremendous in the field. And that will end the 41st over. 9 to go. 205 for 3.